pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like stamps and I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, oh they lies, this hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert, another cop just stretch the nigga. He a demon, this that exorcism, watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision, let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening, is in fact a if revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jack the Ripper. So war, we gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger know them dots, you a bird feeder. Claiming he a demon, what's a demon to a cold leader? When he saying something, I ain't hear him, this shit light. It ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain frame. Shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you will never get that hand back. He bitchin' about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow side, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my brain, still I think that's all that I enjoy. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even Lord or this Lord, told that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about any part. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zach, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shane Sharp. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking note. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I'm making like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even Lord or this Lord, told that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the cow, then when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas back.
ain't know that. What is it?
Purchase your tracks today.
Know the people been waiting for a minute for something authentic. Came in the truth and bossed in it. Made niggas regroup. Had to shed light on the false image. UPK whole court. Now who the fuck won scrimmage? 2 words for soft niggas. What is good riddance? Don't affiliate with feminine symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This a death threat to hip hop. You don't stop that weak shit, I'ma mix your lean with some Grimlock. When the last time you heard it this raw? What I wish for's when the earth inherited by the piss poor. We been to war, them the ones I'm taking risks for. Ain't got no picks or no cars to hold. Holy angels watch my steps, them Glock guard my soul. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, nigga, let the wicked weep and the meek prevail. God never been 50-50, I shall now awake and sleep a cell. Let the righteous cry, silence the pretender. A rebel without a cause, as long as I remember. That's taking the kingdom, the only thing on my agenda. Can't avoid me, nigga. Middle finger to the ones that try to destroy me. Revenge of beauty, I'm a beast. I told the bitch she can't eat, let she join me for dinner. My God ain't got no regard for a sinner. One call fall on him like timber. I know you feel me, nigga. In the eyes of terror, I stand still. Go to work for the colony, bring it back to the anthill. Plus everything I drop heavy as an anvil. Show you how to stand like a man in this damn field. I know you feel me, nigga. Fuck equality, it gotta be one man win and the rest lose. Wave devastator, I'm calculating my next move. UPK with real niggas seek refuge. Body shots for pause, that'll get you bruised. My niggas whole ranker, check your little attitude. I came to fuck up your mood on your little holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the fall. Visions in my eyes, gripping the mic, screaming God bless the underdog. Down by the letter, and live by that protocol. Walk by faith, not by sight. Ain't no hope for getting struggle. Life like some war, resist or get pulled into a world that never left you. I will endure. Election will be sure, correction will be swift. No Will Smith, but I am legend. What else would you call the killer of deception? A leader got soldiers on post in every direction. On gold like a German shepherd. Young and a restless, swear honor like a diamond necklace. I know you feel me, nigga.
Purchase your tracks today.
If Rome ain't know that, what is it?
We bout to bombard they whole operation. Certified priest, prophesied this my occupation. This shit outrageous, they done made the truth docile. That's why we on the corner crying aloud, looking hostile. It's UPK style, can't stop now. Far as this warfare couldn't last one round. Let the oppressed rise, and let the rich mourn till the sundown. Enough with these chickens, about to make it hot, call it compound. For my niggas, put the guns in the drugs down. Dwelling in peace till the Lord called for the blood hail. Try to decide my death and got beside yourself. Swore drawn for what you perform. How you gon' hide yourself? Devil got to die for his lies and his visions. Ain't got no love for them crackers. Nah, just these rappers back to school. My flow standing hook. They crossed the line, ain't no coming back. You became no cowards. The only thing sweet is the honey check. Righteous is the Lord. Give me rest from my sorrow. And hang down death for them devils. There's no tomorrow. Why? Cause they violence leave a man a stiff corpse. You see a flag in a bench, I see horns in a pitchfork. Go ahead. So please believe it. The white man is a demon. And I ain't gon' vote for them to free me. No. They beat us till we the color purple. That's why this knife to they throat like ceiling. You got this nigga on his knees. They wanna have peace. We screaming, let this bitch burn at 1,000 degrees. I'm laying in the bosom of revenge. I told her I'd do anything she please. As I squeeze on the double D's. Fuck you mean? I'm talking to you. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah, slaughter. That they do not rise and fill the world with lies. Ain't die for your skin, you gon' die for your crime. I'm talking to you. So warn for your life. Your life try to destroy my people. You gotta pay the price, nigga. You gotta hear, let them hear. Tell them devils that they in this shit. Slaughter, yeah, slaughter, yeah.
The police just shot him for no apparent reason. No reason at all. They asked for license and registration. That's the police officer over there that did it. With the black on. I can't really do shit because they got me handcuffed. I can't believe they just did this. I'm fucking back!
It's okay, I'm right here with you.
First priest. Present that registry.
Karunga bar bamba nyam yam banja shala.
Karunga bar, Bambanyamyam, Banya Sharala.
Yahweh Shu Yahweh Shabarakathon.
Yahweh Shem Yashabrakta.
La Yashala.
Uncle Dummy to the face the east. You can do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Quadash.
Quadash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malawaka.
Malawaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazak.
Ratazak.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'aratazak.
Ba'aratazak.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Luthulanaw.
Luthulanaw.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Cow.
Cow.
Yuwam.
Yuwam.
Kasalakinaw.
Kasalakinaw.
Kabawakinaw.
Kabawakinaw.
Kasalakinaw.
Kasalakinaw.
Kabawayinaw.
Kabawayinaw.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabayayinaw.
Tabayayinaw.
Bonasai one.
Bonasai one.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawashayinaw.
Hawashayinaw.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rod.
Rod.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Watapara.
Watapara.
Awalamia.
Awalamia.
Aman.
Aman in the English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debt.
And forgive us our debt.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not.
Into temptation.
Into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be.
So be it. I cocked the power of the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Baba Kashah.
Baba Kashah.
Dullanaw.
Dullanaw.
Hakat.
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 Lerapa'ah.
Lerapa'ah.
Kal Makala.
Kal Makala.
Wakal Madawa.
Wakal Madawa.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazariah.
Hamatazariah.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Lahakim.
Lahakim.
Hamati.
Hamati.
Hakat.
Hakat.
Al-Kawa.
Al-Kawa.
Hatama'ala.
Hatama'ala.
The God Shai.
The God Shai.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Wada Aman.
Wada Aman in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Declare the best Israel, the Hebrew. We need the name of a gun instead of the name of a loved one. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Baruch Lenaw.
Barak Lenaw.
Wayashala.
Wayashala.
Wahabayah.
Wahabayah.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Hagun. The house of a warrior.
House of a warrior.
The house of a warrior.
House of a warrior.
The house of a warrior.
The house of a warrior.
The son of Azanyala.
Son of Azanyala.
Son of Azanyala.
Son of Azanyala.
The son of Azanyala.
Son of Azanyala.
Camille. Francine. Kimber. The entire Anderson family.
Entire Anderson family.
The entire Luckett family.
Entire Luckett family.
The entire Thornton family.
Entire Thornton family.
The entire McAllister family.
Entire McAllister family.
Officer Adama.
Officer Adama.
Officer Adama.
Officer Adama.
Officer Adama.
Officer Adama.
Done.
Officer Adama.
Officer Adama.
Officer Adama.
Officer Adama.
Officer Adama.
Officer Adama.
House of a warrior family.
The house of a warrior.
House of a warrior.
The house of a warrior.
House of a warrior.
The house of a warrior.
The son of Azanyala.
The son of Azanyala.
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 Sister Steph.
Sister
Steph.
Sister Steph.
The Billers family.
The Billers family.
Radcliffe family.
The Radcliffe family.
Carter family.
The Carter family.
Skiller family.
The Skiller family.
All Israel.
All Israel.
Done.
The house of a warrior.
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 The son of a son of Ayala.
The son of Azanyala.
The Sinai family.
The Sinai family.
The Perez family.
The Perez family.
The Mina family.
The Mina family.
All Israel.
All Israel.
Done.
Officer Adama. Officer Adama.
Officer Adama.
Officer Adama.
The house of Officer Warrior.
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 The son of Azanyala.
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 All of Israel.
All Israel.
Done.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Wada Aman.
The Wada Aman in the English. Lord. In Salaki. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Salaki. Making sure this is the right one. Yeah. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asherah.
Asherah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahahari.
Alahari.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Izari.
Isari.
Izari.
Isari.
Ma'ain.
Ma'ai.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Waratazah.
Waratazah.
Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Number what?
Number what?
Regal.
Regalka.
Al Yanawan.
Al Yanawam.
Shamar.
Shamar.
Hanala'a.
Hanala'a.
Yanawan.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'ai.
Yasakar.
Yasakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Shum Yasha'ala.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawai Tazawah.
Nawai Tazawah.
Nabah.
Nabah.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Boya.
Barya.
Yakaratu.
Yakaratu.
Ahoya.
Ahoya.
Adawan.
Adawam.
Wayashamai.
Yashamai.
Alayam.
Alayam.
Mawa'ab.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagari.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashat.
Palashat.
Yashabi.
Yeshabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Aiman.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zerawai.
Zerawai.
Labanya.
Labanya.
Lawat.
Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamari.
Kamadi.
Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Sara'ah.
Sara'ah.
Kayabi.
Kayabi.
Banakal.
Anakal.
Kwayashawan.
Kwayashawan.
Nashimaru.
Nashamadu.
Bayan.
Bayan.
Da'ira.
Da'ira.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Adam.
Adam.
Shayatamba.
Shayathamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yadmawa.
Yadmawa.
Kaira.
Kaira.
Wakazabah.
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 Wakazazal Manai.
Wakazazalmanai.
Kar Nasiyakamba.
Kal Nasiyakhamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amaru.
Amaru.
Naya Rashad.
Naya Rashad.
Nanawa.
Nanawa.
Ah.
Ah.
Na'awa.
Na'awa.
Alahayam.
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 Shayatamba.
Shayathamwa.
Kagalgala.
Kagalgala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Rawaka.
Rabaka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Daba'ira.
Daba'ira.
Ya'ira.
Ya'ira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Dalahat.
Dalahat.
Hariyam.
Ariyam.
Khan.
Khan.
Deradatma.
Dawadatma.
Basairaka.
Basairaka.
Babasa.
What's up?
Wapatka.
Wapapka.
Dabahalam.
Dabahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'ai.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Palawan.
Waya.
Waya.
Bakwash.
Bakwash.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabash.
Yabashwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Behold.
Behold.
Adiyai.
Ayai.
Kapara.
Kapari.
Waya.
Waya.
Abadu.
Abadu.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Labarka.
Labadka.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Aitha.
Ayatha.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Labarka.
Labadka.
Ayawan.
Ayawan.
Al.
Al.
Kal.
Kal.
Haratazah.
Ratazah. Salakia. In the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people
against thy people
and consulted
and consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation,
that the name of Israel
that the name of
may
Israel
be no more in remembrance.
may be no more
For
remembered.
they have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
in one consent.
They are confederate against thee,
They are confederate against
the
thee,
tabernacles of Edom,
tabernacles of Edom,
and the Israelites
and the Israelites,
of Moab,
and Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gebal,
and Ebal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with them.
Assur is also joined with
They
them.
have hope in the children of Lot.
They are hoping the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as to the
as
Midianites,
to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
at the brook of
which
Kison,
perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
That became his daughter.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make the nobles like the red,
and like Zael.
like the
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all the princes,
as Zabah,
as above,
and as Zamunah,
and as a moon,
who said,
who said,
let us take to
let
ourselves
us take to
the
ourselves
houses of Yahweh in possession.
the house of Yahweh in possession.
Oh, my power,
All my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the
as
wind,
the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burns the
and
wood,
as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them them
persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
and they may see thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
and men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the Most High
over all the earth.
over all the earth. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew, Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Al-Damayam,
Al-Damayam.
Lika.
You did Psalms 83. That was just Psalms 83 you did. You actually skipped 121.
I did 121. Oh, man.
Yeah, you did 83. So Slocky, just do 121.
Come on. Like it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Isupk,
Isupk,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ahahari,
Ahahari,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Izari,
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 Ma'ai,
Ma'ai,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shamayam,
Shamayam,
Wa'aratazah,
Wa'aratazah,
Ayatan,
Ayatan,
Namawat,
Lamawat,
Regal,
Regard,
Ayanawan,
Ayanawan,
Shamar,
Shamar,
Manala'a,
Wanala'ai,
Yanawan,
Yanawam,
Wana'a,
Wala'ai,
Yazakar,
Yassakar,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Awada,
Awada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawai Tazawat,
Nuwai Tazawat,
Labat,
Labat,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Ayaka,
Ayaka,
Barayat,
Barya,
Yakaratu,
Yakaratwa,
Ahoya,
Ahoya,
Adawan,
Alawam,
Wayashmai,
Wayashemai,
Alayam,
Alayam,
Nawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagaria,
Wahagari,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amalat,
Wa'amalat,
Palashat,
Palashat,
Ambisabia,
Abashak,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gum Ashawar, Nalawat, Imam,
You're going into 83. You were in 121 and then you skipped over into 83.
That's like the first time.
Mm-hmm. Started Ayathan.
Ayatan,
Ayathan.
Lamawat,
Lamawat.
Regalka,
Regalka.
Ayanawan,
Ayanawan.
Shamarka,
Shamarka.
Hanala'a,
Anala'a.
Yanawan,
Nanawam.
Wala'a,
Wala'ai.
Yayashan,
Yayashan.
Shawamar,
Shawamar.
Yasa'ala,
Yasrala.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Samar,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Tazar,
Tazarka.
Al-Yeh,
Al-Yeh.
Yamyaka,
Yamyaka.
Yawamam,
Yawamam.
Hashemat,
Hashemash.
La'a,
La'ai.
Yakaika,
Yakaika.
Wayarat,
Wayara.
Belayala,
Alayallah.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Yasamar,
Yasamar.
Makarai,
Karai.
Yasamar,
Yasamar.
Afnapasa,
Afnapashka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Yasamar,
Yasamar.
Taza'ak,
Tazaatka.
Babawa'ak,
Wawaatka.
Ma'ita,
Ma'ita.
Wa'ai,
Wa'ai.
Awalam.
Awalam. In the English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hill.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hill,
From which cometh my help?
from which cometh my help.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help comes from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yasharala
he that keepeth thy shadows
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
How is thy keeping?
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
How is thy shed upon thy right hand?
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
How shall preserve thee from all evil?
He shall preserve thy
He
soul.
shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
How shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
this time forth
and even forevermore.
even forevermore. Psalms 83 in Hebrew, Alahayam,
Alahayam.
Al-Damayam.
All right, go.
Psalms 83 in Hebrew, Alahayam,
Alahayam.
Al-Damayam,
Al-Damayam.
Laka,
Laka.
All Thakarash,
All Thakarash.
All Tashakwat,
All Tashakwat. All
Kayahana,
Kayahana.
Wabik,
Awabika.
Yuwan,
Yawan.
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash.
Al-Amaka,
Al-Amaka.
Ya'arayamu,
Ya'arayamwa.
Sawada,
Sawada.
Wayata,
Wayatha.
Ya'ai Tazawa,
Ya'ai Tazawah.
Al Tazapawaya,
Al Tazawamika.
Amaru,
Amara.
Lakawa,
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam,
Wanakakidan.
Magaya,
Magaya.
Kala'a,
Wala'ai.
Yazakar,
Yazakar.
Sham Yasa'ara,
Sham Yashala.
Iwada,
Iwada.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Nawai Tazawa,
Yawai Tazawah.
Labat,
Laba.
Yakadwa,
Yakadu.
Ayaka, Boya,
Barya,
Yakaratu,
Yakaratu,
Ahoya,
Ahoy,
Adawan,
Adawam,
Wayashimai,
Yashamai,
Alayam,
Alayam,
Mawa Abba,
Mawab,
Wahagari,
Wahagari,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'amawan,
Amawan,
Wa'amala,
Wa'amala,
Palasha,
Palasha,
Amisabi,
Amishabia,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gum Ashawar,
Gam Asawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Aimar,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Ayawa,
Zawawai,
Zerawai,
Labanya,
Labanya,
Lawat,
Lawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Laham,
Laham,
Kamadi,
Kamadi,
Kasaya,
Kasaya,
Sarah,
Sarah,
Kayabi,
Kayabi,
Banakar,
Banakar,
Kwayasawan,
Kayashawan,
Nashamada,
Nashamada,
Bayan,
Baryan,
Ta'ira,
Yaira,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La Adama,
La Adama,
Shayatham,
Shayathamba,
Nadab,
Nadab,
Yadmua,
Yadmua,
Kaira,
Kaira,
Wakazabah,
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 Wakazalmanai,
Wakazazam and Nai,
Kar Nasir Kama,
Call Nasir Kamu,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amara,
Amara,
Naira Shah,
Naya Rashad,
Lanawa,
Nalawa,
Ah,
Ah,
Na'awa,
Na'awa,
Alahayam,
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 Shayatham,
Shayathamba,
Kagagala,
Galgala,
Kakwas,
Kakwash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Rabaka,
Rabaka,
Ka'as,
Ka'ash,
Dabaira,
Dabaira,
Ya'ira,
Ya'ira,
Wakalahama,
Wakalahaba,
Talahat,
Dalahat,
Hariyam,
Ariyam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradat,
Daradatma,
Basaira,
Basa Irika,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapath,
Wapatka,
Dabahalam,
Dabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'ah,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kwalawan,
Balawan,
Waya,
Waya,
Bakwash,
Bakwash,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabash,
Yabash,
Waya,
Waya,
Behold,
Wahab,
Adi Ai,
Adiyai,
Waya,
Waya,
Kapar,
Kapar,
Waya,
Waya,
Abad,
Abad,
Waya,
Waya,
Da'ira,
Ya'ira,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atha,
Atha,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Abad,
Abad,
Iwan,
Iwan,
Al,
Ah,
Kal,
Ka,
Haratza.
We already did the English, so.
Shabi, be seated.
All right. That's just an example. You know the prayers, but always follow the instructions. Gotta follow that paper just to keep your place.
Good.
All right. All right, so we're gonna be starting off Salakia, the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 11 and verse 1 is where we left off last week.
First Samuel
11 and 1.
11.
Mhm.
So that's right.
Always go to
Come.
always go to the top of the page to get the number.
No, he got it. He got it. It's 11 and 1.
Okay. The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 11, verse 1 in the Hebrew.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Get louder like this. What?
Wa. Good. Waya I-L.
Mhm. What? N-O-L. La.
Allah.
Mhm.
Nakash.
Mhm.
Ha-I. Mawanaya. Wayakan. Ow. Yabash.
Yabayash.
Yabayash. Galaid.
Mhm.
Waya a mara. Waya a
Marwa.
mara.
What? Marwa.
Mara.
Mhm.
Cow. Anashaya. Yash. Yash. Yabayash,
Mm-hmm.
Al, Nakash,
You got it.
Kawath, Karath,
Mm-hmm.
Lanawa,
Mm-hmm.
Ba
You got it out.
Bawayath,
Mhm.
Wana I Ba Ranan.
That's a duck.
Well,
Badak.
done.
Badak.
Badak. Okay. Verse 2. Waya a mara. Allah I hum.
Hallelujah.
Halayam. Nakash.
Mhm.
Hi mara naya. Basa ha'ath. Akarath. Lakam. Banakwa wara. Lakam. Cow. Ayan. Yamayan. Washmatha Yaha. Karapa Al. Cow. Yasharala. Verse 3. Waya Hamaran. Alayan. Sakwa Naya. Yaba Yash. Ka Rapa.
It's a her.
Kaloha.
It's her.
Hurrah.
Karat.
Huh. It's not a cut, it's a huh.
Oh ha.
Mm-hmm. Harapa.
Harapa.
Mm-hmm.
Lanawa. Shabaith.
Mm-hmm.
Yamayam. Wanasha laka ha. Mala'a kayam. Bakal. Gaba wall. Yasharala. Wa'am. Ayan. Wamasha ya I. Athana wa. Waya tasa a nawa. Ala ya alayan. Alayak. Verse 4. Waya I ba wa. Amala amalakayam.
Huh. That's a huh.
Aha hamalakayam.
Mm-hmm.
Gaba'ith.
Mm-hmm.
Shawa wall.
Mm-hmm.
Naya da ba ra wa.
It's a warrior.
Warrior.
Wayada.
Hada
So that's the
ba
place you gotta repeat it over again. You gotta read the whole thing, part.
wayada bara. Hada ba ra yum.
Mm-hmm.
Ga asa naya.
Mm-hmm.
Asa basanaya.
Mm-hmm.
Haim.
Mm-hmm.
Wayashara. Cow. Hayam.
Haima.
Haima. Ath. Kwawa. Koalam.
Mm-hmm.
Waya ba kawa.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5. Waha na wanaha. Shawa. Ba'a. Aka ra ya. Abanakwa ra.
Habakkuk.
Kamakor.
Habakkuk.
Habakor. Man Hasha Daha. Waya Mawa. Sha'awa. Baha. La'aim. Kaya. Yabakwar. Yabakwar. Waya sa pa ra wa. La wa. Ath. Daba ra ya. Hanayash. Anashaya. Waba ya ba shabajash. Verse 6. Wa'ath.
Mm-hmm.
Tasa la ka. Rana ka. Ranak. Rawak. Alaha Alhayam. Al. Sha'aw. Shawa'al. Bashamai wa. Kashamai wa. Ith. Hadaba Rayam. Hadaba Yaram. Halaha. Wayakar. Hapawa. Ma'id. Verse 7.
There you go.
Wayakwa ka. Amid.
Mm-mm.
Tasam mad.
Mm-hmm.
Bakwar. Wayana Takaha wa.
Mm-hmm.
Wayashalak.
Mm-hmm.
Bakal. Gaba Wala. Yasharala.
Mm-hmm.
Bayad. Hamala Kayam. La Ra. Ashar. Ayana wa. Ya Tasa Aka Raya. Sha'al Wa'al. Wa'al Kawa.
Said it again.
Wa'al
Mm-hmm.
Wa'al Kar.
Correct. Yeah. Car. Yeah, car. You had it right. Go ahead. Next word.
Shamawal.
Mm-hmm.
Kaha ya I Sha'a.
Mm-hmm.
Labakwa Rawa.
Mm-hmm.
Wayapa al. Pakad.
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh.
Mm-hmm.
Al Ha'id.
Mm-hmm.
Wayatasa Awa. Ka Yash.
Mhm.
Aka Wa.
What's the captain's name?
Or Mauk.
Mm-mm. Head of Shamar.
Akkad.
There you go. All right, in the English. 11. 11 and 1.
11 and 1. Then the book of 1 Samuel chapter 11 verse 1 in the English. Then Naash and Ammonite came up and encamped against Jabesh Gilead. And all the men of Jabesh said unto Nahash, make a covenant with us and we will serve thee.
So right now the Amorites are trying to attack Israel. Okay. In the last chapter where we're at in the story is Saul has been made king. Okay. And it was a family that came and despised the family of Belial. Said, how's this man gonna save us? They despised him, and they didn't. Everybody came bringing the king presents and tribute. They didn't bring him anything because they're saying, how can this man save us? Right. So now after that, here come the Ammonites surrounding Jabesh Gilead, and Salaki. The people of Jabesh came to the leader of the Ammonites and said, make a covenant with us. Basically, make a peace treaty with us. You know what I mean? They're afraid. This family that shook everybody's faith in Saul's ability. You know what I'm saying? Continue on.
Verse 2. And Naash, the Ammonite, answered them, on this condition will I make a covenant with you, that I may trust.
Keep going.
All of your right eyes, and lay it for a reproach upon all Israel.
So he said, I'll make a covenant with you. He said, all y'all line yourselves up and let me thrust out your right eye. And use that as a reproach for all of Israel. So the only covenant I'm gonna make for you is all y'all give me your right eye.
Right.
And that's gonna be for a sign to, you know, that'll be a reproach for Israel. That's the covenant we gonna make. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And the elders of Jabesh said unto him, give us 7 days respite, that we may send messengers unto all the coasts of Israel. And then if there be no man to save us, we will come out to thee.
So basically they said they stalling. Give us 7 days to consider your offer. And so we can send message to everybody. And then they say, you know, if don't nobody come to save us, then we're gonna have to give you our right eyes. Right. Go ahead, keep going.
Verse 4. Then came the messengers to Gibeah and of Saul, and told the tidings in the ears of the people, and all the people lifted up their voice and swept and wept.
Keep going.
Verse 5. And behold, Saul came after the herd out of the field, and Saul said unto Aliyah to the people.
Saul said, what aileth?
What aileth the people that they may whip?
That they wept.
Weep. And they told him the tidings of the men of Jabesh.
So yeah. Anyway, the messengers came, and Saul heard everybody start crying and weeping. And Saul came out of the field where the cattle were from the herds, and he said, "Why is there basically, you know, what aileth? What's wrong with my people? What's troubling my people that got everybody crying?" Go ahead. And they told him, you know what I mean, that the Ammonites have surrounded Jabesh Gilead, and they said the only covenant, the only peace they'll make with them if everybody in the city line up and get their right eye cut out. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And behold, Saul came after.
No, we're on 6.
Oh, verse 6. And the Spirit of God came upon Saul when he heard those tidings, and his anger was kindled greatly. Verse 7, and he took a yoke of oxen.
Hey, no, read that again.
And he took a yoke.
That's not joke.
Wait, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
And he took a yoke.
There you go.
Of oxen and hew them in pieces,
Mm-hmm.
and send them throughout the coast of Israel throughout all Israel, throughout the coast of Israel by the hands of the messenger, saying, whosoever cometh not forth up after Saul and after Samuel, so Saul, it shall be done unto his oxen. And fear the Lord fell on the.
It's like you read that again.
His oxen and the fear of the Lord fell on the people, and they came out with one consent.
So Saul, once he heard this news about that threat to his people, he got mad, rightfully so. Right. You know what I mean? He took an ox and he cut it into pieces and sent it all over Israel, through every coast in Israel by messengers. And he said, so shall it be done. He said, whoever does not come forth after Saul and after Samuel, this is going to be done to his ox. So shall it be done to his oxen. So basically, whoever doesn't come forth to help Israel, to come and follow Saul and follow after Samuel, your oxen, this is going to happen to your oxen. This was going to happen to your cattle. They're going to be slaughtered. And you know, we are an agricultural people. So if you slaughter a man's ox, that pretty much is almost condemning him to starvation. You know what I mean? He's not going to be able to till his field. He's not going to be able to do his crops. He's not going to be able to feed it. You know what I'm saying? That's a heavy punishment, because an ox is a work beast. You know what I mean? It's a beast of burden, as they say. You know what I mean? So he said, and they all came out with one consent. The fear of the Lord came upon the people, and they all came out and answered Saul's call. All right, call next priest.
Next priest. Present that registry.
Ashar, Ben Yehuda, Ben Yashala.
Ashar, Ben Yehuda, Ben Yashala.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrakathum.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrakathum.
Shabu, see.
Pick up that verse 8 in Hebrew. Call it out.
Book of 1 Samuel, chapter 11, verse 8, in the Hebrew. Why you put Ruh.
Duh.
Oh, Slakia, duh. Why you Pukwa, duh.
So it talk with dumb. It's a mud thing.
Why you Pukwa dumb?
Right.
Okay. Bubba Zuck. Baba za Kwa. Waya. Wayaha.
Wayaha Yawa.
Wayaha Yawa. Bana. Banaya.
What's Israel's
Yes.
name?
Yasharala. Shalasha. Maha. Mawaka.
Close.
Mawata.
Ma'awath.
Ma'awath.
Right. See how that is. That's a little lip at the top and at the bottom. Come.
Alapa. Wa'ayasha. Yaha. Yahawada. Shalashaya. Shalayasham. Aliyapa. Verse 9. Waya Wayam Salaki. Wayam Waya
That's a ma.
Come.
Waya Amar.
Waya Amar.
Wa.
Waya Marwa. Lama Laya Lama Lama La Bat Lama Salaki.
Take that.
Lama La Baya.
That's a cup. See the round? So here. Where's the cup? See how it's round right there? So that's a cup. Right.
Lama Laya Lama La Kaya
Lamalakium.
Lama Lakium. Cut.
That's a huh.
Hubba ya hubba ya hubba yum.
Mm-hmm.
Baka ban but baha.
It's not a buh. Remember that it's
Cut.
right. There you go.
Kaha.
Mm-hmm.
The Amaria. The Amar. The Amaria. The Maria. The Mara. The Mariam.
One. That's a nut at the end.
The Maria one.
Mm-hmm.
Laha Yasha. Ya. Yaka. Yaka Yasha. Yaka Yasha. Yabaya. Yab. Oh, that's Yab. Yabayash. Gulliya. Gulliyara. Gullied.
So from his.
It's the top next page.
Makiyara.
Makar.
Makar. Kahaya.
Mm-hmm.
Kahaya Ka.
No, it's like that's a thought.
Oh, concert. Kahaya Tha.
Mm-mm. That's a ha ya ha.
Thahaya. Thahaya. Thahaya Ha.
Mm-hmm. What's the 500's name?
Lakam.
Mm-hmm.
Tasha. Dasha Waya.
Read each syllable, then read the first bit, that's what, then you break the
Dasha. That's what I. That's
why, huh?
That's why ya her. Become. Become.
And it's a come.
Become.
If I could, you see how tricky that is. They got the smaller letters, the buh on the other side, then the difference between the buh and the come.
Come. It look the exact same.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta look at the line, like I explained. So you gotta look at that line. Let's see.
Come. Hashamasha. Waya tahaya. Waya baha. Waya bahawa. Ba'awa. Hamala hamalaka hamalaka ya hama ya salaki hamala ka ya sa
Ma.
Kind of ma.
Mm-hmm.
Waya ga ya waya ga ya kawa waya ga waya ga ya kawa.
That's a go. So waya gayadwa.
Yawa
Waya
gadadwa.
gayad.
Gayad. Wa. La'a na salaki la'a na shaya yaba yasha waya shama waya shama ka wa.
And so, like, for time's sake, excellent job. For time's sake, Mariah, take over.
Come. Verse 10. Waya Amarwa. Anashiya. Yabayash. Makar. Nataza'a. Ala Yakam. Wa Aisha Yatham. Lanawa. Bakal. Hatawa.
Like that was not That's not
Kakal.
There you go.
Hatawa. But Ayana Yakum, verse 11. Well, Yahya, Mama Kawaf, where Yasham, Sha'awal, Af, Ha'aim, Shalashaya, it's like Shalasha, where you Ra'ashayam, where you Bawa. But the Wak, Hamakana, Ba'ashamarath, Habakor, Wayakawa, Af, Imawan, I, Kama, Hayawam, Wayahaya, Hanashayim, Wayapatazawa, Wala'a, Nasha'arawa, Bum, Shanayam, Yakud, verse 12. It's like in Wakad, verse 12. Where you Amar, Ha'aim, all, Shemawa all, Maya, Ha'amar, it's like Ha'amak, it's like Ha'amar, Sha'awal, Yamalak, Ayanawa, Danawa, Ha'anashiyam, one of my thumb. Verse 13, where you Amar, Sha'awal, La'a, Yawamath, Ayash, Bayawam, Hazah, Kaya, Hayawam, Aisha, Yahweh, Dashawaiha, Bayashala. Verse 14, where you Amar, Shemawa all, Ha'ain, Lakawa, Wanalaka, Hagalagal, Wanakadash, Shum, Hamalaka, Hamala, Waka.
All right. She pick it up in the English. So it's 11 and 8 in the English.
Book of 1 Samuel, chapter 11 and verse 8 in English. And when he numbered them in Bezek, the children of Israel were 300,000, and the men of Judah 30,000. Verse 9. And they said unto the messengers that came, Thus shall ye say unto the men of Jabesh Gilead, Tomorrow, by that time the sun be hot, ye shall have help. And the messengers came and showed it to the men of Jabesh, and they were glad. Verse 10. Therefore, the men of Jabesh said, Tomorrow we will come out unto you, and ye shall do with us all that seemeth good unto you.
So Saul did what any captain of an army or any king would do. He started mobilizing men. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he had 330,000 men. And he told Jabesh Gilead that tomorrow you're gonna have help. So they all, of course now they got hope.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they're happy because they ain't got to poke their eyes out. So he said, and then they said, well, if you come tomorrow, do with us what you see fit. If you want to tell us to stand down, if you want to pull us into the army,
Right.
Thank you for helping us. You can use us how you need to use us when you come tomorrow. Go ahead. Keep reading us.
Come, verse 11. And it was so on the morrow that Saul put the people in 3 companies, and they came into the midst of the host in the morning watch, and slew the Ammonites until the heat of the day. And it came to pass that they which remained were scattered, so that 2 of them were not left together.
So in the morning came, Saul came with the men of Israel, and he slaughtered the Ammonites. So much so to the point where they retreated. The ones that survived the slaughter retreated, and they abandoned each other. It says so much so that two of them were not left together. That means they all scattered in different directions individually. They didn't run with their brother. They didn't run with their boy. They sought to save their own necks from the slaughter. So that man went that way. That man went that way. They were so terrified, they didn't even run together in a group. You know, they say a safety in numbers. Well, they said, look, feet don't fail me now.
That's right.
All right, go to verse 12.
So verse 12. And the people said unto Samuel, who is he that said, shall Saul reign over us? Bring the men, that we may put them to death.
You see, and like I said in the beginning, the house of Belial's people said that. Who is Saul? That he should rule over us. And they didn't bring him a present. They didn't bring him a gift. When Samuel announced that this was going to be the king that Israel had been begging the Lord for. You know what I mean? So now the people like, what? Did you see what he did? Whoever said that, bring him out here so we can kill him. You know what I mean? Like, how dare he insult our king? Keep going.
Verse 13. And Saul said, there shall not a man be put to death this day. For today the Lord hath wrought salvation in Israel.
And Saul showed them mercy. Go ahead.
Verse 14. Then said Samuel to the people, come and let us go to Gilgal and renew the kingdom there.
We go ahead and read 15.
Verse 15. And all the people went to Gilgal, and there they made Saul king.
They did what?
They made Saul king.
So what we're seeing right now, the book of 1 Samuel, as I said before, is the end of the era of judges in Israel. That's the end of the era of Samuel was the last righteous judge that we had because his kids were judging for money. And because they were unrighteous men, Israel begged Samuel to go to the Lord to send them a king to rule over us, like the heathens had. So Saul is the first king of Israel. And what you're witnessing right now is his story of how this is how Saul became king of Israel. Keep reading.
Before the Lord in Gilgal. And there they sacrifices of peace offerings before the Lord. And there Saul and all the men of Israel rejoiced greatly.
So Israel finally got their king that they begged the Lord for. They turned their back on the Lord to get a king. They didn't want the Lord. First, Samuel thought that the people were turning their backs on him and had lost confidence in him. But the Lord reminded Samuel, it's not you that they're betraying. It's not you that they're turning their backs on. They're rejecting me. Because the judges were seers. The prophets were called seers back then. So the Lord actually ruled us and had instructed us through the prophets so that we didn't have kings. We had prophets judging matters. We had prophets telling us the will of the Lord. And if trouble came, the prophets, you know what I mean, led us through the trouble. The judges led us through the trouble. The judges would help defend us in battle. All of that's over now. So beginning in the next chapter, at this chapter, chapter 11, is the beginning of the chapter of us having kings rule over us. So Mariah, you want to pick it up in the Hebrew?
The book of Samuel, chapter 12, verse 1, in the Hebrew, where you Amar, Shema all, call, Yasharala, Hana, Shemaitia, Bakola Kam, Lakal, Ashar, Amaratham, La wa Amalayak, Al Yakam, Malak, verse 2, wa Aitha, Hana, Hamalak, Matahalak, Lapani Yakam, Waya, it's like Wa Naya, Zakwana Ya, it's like Zakwana Taya, Washabatia, Wabania, Hana, Atakam, Ayanya, Hata'ala, Katia. It's like Hataha, La Kalaya, good name.
Hata halakthaya.
Hata Halaktia. Lapana Yakam. Mana Yairia, I, Hayawam, Haza, verse 3, Hanana Ya, Ainawa, but Ya, Nagad, Yahweh, one a God, Mashi Yakia, it's like Mashi Yakawa, Af, Shawar, Maya, Nakukatia, Wakama War, Maya, Nakwaktia, Wa'af, Maya, Aisha Kwatia, Af, Maya, Watazawatiya, Wamaya, Maya, Nakwakatia, Kapar, Wa'a Alayath, Ayanaya, Bawa, Wa'ashaya, Lakam, verse 4, Waya Amarwa, La'a, Aisha Kwatanawa, Wala'a, Wataza Watanawa, Wala'a, Lakukat, Mayad, Ayash, Ma'awama, verse 5, Waya Amar, Alayaham, I, Yahweh, Bakam, Wa'ai, Shamayakwa, it's like a Mashayakwa, Hayawam, Haza, Kaya, La'a, Bataza Adam, Bayadia, Ma'awama, Waya Amar, I, verse 6, Waya Amar, Shema all, Ha'ain, Yahweh, Ashar, Aisha, Af, Masha, Wa'af, Aharon, Wa'ashar, Ha'ila, Af, Abatayakam, Ma'arataza, Matazarian, verse 7, Wa'aita, Hatayatazakawa, Wa'ashab, what the Yatazakawa, where the Yatazabawa.
There we go.
These shades. Wa'ashapata, Atakam, Lapanya, Yahweh, Af, Kal, Tazadak Kawaf, Yahweh, Ashar, Aisha, Atakam, Wa'af, Abawata Yakam.
You pick it up in the English. 12:1.
If I could, ain't no shame in studying, reading it before you come class.
That too. All right, go ahead.
Book of 1 Samuel chapter 12, verse 1. And Samuel said unto all Israel, Behold, I have hearkened unto your voice in all that ye said unto me, and have made a king over you.
Samuel said, hey, listen, I listened, I hearkened unto you. I listened to what you said, and now you got a king. Go ahead.
And now, verse 2, and now behold, the king walketh before you, and I am old and gray-headed. And behold, my sons are with you, and I have walked before you from my childhood until this day. Verse 3, behold, here I am, witness against me before the Lord, and before his anointed, whose ox have I taken, whose ass have I taken, or whom I have defrauded.
Whom have I?
Whom have I defrauded? whom have I oppressed? Or whose hand have I received any bribe to blind my eyes therewith? And I will restore it you.
So Samuel just said, listen, you got your king. I was your judge. I'm old, I'm gray, my sons are with you. I've been with you since the day I was a child up until now. Right. So if anybody has a problem with me, bear witness right now before the Lord. If I've done anything wrong or wicked to anybody, if I've judged wrongly for profit, if I've taken something from you, defrauded you, or done anything wrong to you, now is the time to speak up. Keep reading.
Verse 4, and they said, thou hast not defrauded us, nor oppressed us, neither hast thou taken aught of any man's hand. Verse 5, and he said unto them, the Lord is witness against you, and his anointed is witness this day, that ye have not found aught in my hand. And they answered, he is witness.
So they said, no, Samuel, you've been right. You've been righteous to us from the start. You've not defrauded anybody. We don't have an aught against you. You've done nothing wrong to us. You've been a perfect judge. You've been a perfect brother. You've done everything right. And Samuel said, I will witness that in front of the Lord. And they said, we witness it. Right. You know what I mean? So they sealed it in front of the Lord that Samuel walked perfectly among them the way a brother should, and the way a leader and a judge and a prophet should. Go ahead, Ash.
Sir. Verse 6, and Samuel said unto the people, it is the Lord that advanced Moses and Aaron and brought up your fathers up out of the land of Egypt. Verse 7, now therefore stand still, that I may reason with you before the Lord of all the righteous acts of the Lord, which he did to you and to your fathers.
So he said, all right, now it's time for y'all to sit here, and I'm going to remind you of what the Lord did for you. Samuel's about to chastise Israel. You know what I mean? Let's read these. I'm going to pick this up right here. So lock it. It's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 12, and verse 8 in the Hebrew. Kashar, Ba'ah, Yaquah, Matazarium. Was I Waya Za'ikawa, Abawath Yakam, Al Yahweh, Shalak, Yahweh, Ath, Mashah, Wa'ath, Aharan, Waya Watazah Yahweh, Ath, Abat Yakam, Mamatazarium, will you Shabbat, will you Shab, it's like it, will you Shabwam, will you Shab, yeah, I said that right, will you Shabyum, yeah, right, will you Shabyum, but Maquathium, Hazah, verse 9. Will you shock? What's that? Will you Shakathium? Sorry, will you Shakathua? That is a cousin. Yeah, will you Shakakawa? Ath, Yahweh, Allah Yahayim. Will you Makar, Atham, Bayad, Ra'ah, Shar, Tazabah, Katawar, Wabayad, Pulashathium, Wabayad, Malak, Mawa'ab, Waya Lakam Sakya, Waya Lakmawa, Bum. Verse 10, Wayaza'ikwa, Al, Yahweh, Wayamar, Wayamarwa, Kasanawa, Kaya, Izabanwa, Ath, Yahweh, Ibar, Ath, Habailayam, Wa'ath, Ha'ai Shath Rawath, Waitha, Hatazayal Nawa, Mayad, Ayab Yanawa, Wana Ibadak. Verse 11, Wishalak, Yahweh, Ath, Yerubbaal, Wa'ath, Badan, Wa'ath, Wapatak, Wa'ath, Shema'al, Wayatazal, Athkam, Mayad, Ayab Yakam, Masabayab, with the Shabwa, Batak, verse 12, with the Ra'awa, Kaya, Nakash, Malak, Banya, Amawan, Ba'a, Al Yakam, with the Amarwa, La'ya, La'a, Kaya, Malak, Yamalak, Al Yanawa, wa Yahweh, Al Hayakam, Malakam, verse 13, Waitha, Hanaha, Hamalak, Ashar, Bakartham, Ashar, Shalatham, Wahana, Bathan, Yahweh, Al Yakam, Malak, verse 14, Ath.
It's like
I said Ath.
like
Salakia. My bad. You said, yeah. The Ra'awa, Ath, Yahweh, Batham, Athwa, Washemayatham, Bakawal wa Wala'a Thamawal Sakis Thamarwa Ath Paya Yahweh Wahayamam Saya Waha Yatham Gum Atham Wagum Hamalak Ashar Malak Alikam Akar Yahweh Allahayam. That was it. In the English. Verse 8, yeah.
It's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 12, and verse 8. When Jacob was come into Egypt, and your fathers cried unto the Lord, then the Lord sent Moses and Aaron, which brought forth your fathers out of Egypt, and made them dwell in this place. Verse 9. And when they forgot the Lord their God, he sold them into the hand of Sisera, captain of the host of Hazor, and into the hand of the Philistines, and into the hand of the king of Moab, and they fought against them.
So Samuel's reminding them, when Jacob came into Egypt, that's when our story as a nation begins. You know what I mean? Jacob went in with 70-something people. You know what I mean? And we came out of Egypt a nation. Now, we had trouble in Egypt. We cried unto the Lord. The Lord sent us Moses and Aaron. Moses and Aaron delivered us up out of Egypt and brought us into the promised land, to what they said, to the land they're dwelling in now. Then we forgot. Then we turned our back on the Lord. Then we went into one captivity after another. That's what the whole thing he's saying with Sisera, the host of Hazor, into the Philistines, the Moab, and we fought against all of them. And once we came back, we ended up fighting against all of them and freeing ourselves. But he's reminding us of our journey, how we start, where we started to where we are now in the story. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And they cried unto the Lord and said, we have sinned, because we have forsaken the Lord and have served
Baalim
and Ashtaroth. But now deliver us out of the hand of our enemies, and we will serve thee. Verse 11. And the Lord sent Jerubbaal and Bedon and Jephthah and Samuel, and delivered you out of the hand of your enemies on every side, and ye dwell safe. Verse 12. And when ye saw that Nahash, the king of the children of Ammon, came against you, ye said unto me, nay, but a king shall reign over us, when the Lord your God was your king.
You see how he's chastising them? He took them to all their major events, all the captivities that they went through, and how the Lord delivered them out. And the Lord gave them different cities, Jerubbaal, Bedine, Jephthah, and he even mentioned himself in third, and Samuel. And he sent you me, and we delivered you out of the hands of your enemies on every side so you can dwell safely. But then this dude comes up, this king come up, and y'all say, no, we don't want the seers. We don't want the prophets. We don't want the Lord to deliver us. We want a king to lead us now. And he's saying, y'all, and you want a king to reign over you when the Lord God is your king.
That's right.
The Lord is the one that reigned over you. He saved you out of every captivity from Egypt to now. Now all of a sudden you want to lose faith and be like everybody else and get a king? Keep reading.
Verse 13. Now therefore, behold, the king whom ye have chosen and whom ye have desired And behold, the Lord hath set a king over you. Verse 14. If ye will fear the Lord and serve him and obey his voice and not rebel against the commandment of the Lord, then shall both ye and also the king that reigneth over you continue following the Lord your God.
So he said, listen, now the Lord then gave you this king that you wanted. Now it's up to you to continue to follow the Lord. And if you do, then you and your king, the Lord will continue, the Lord will reign over, you know what I mean? You and your king will both be safe. You know what I mean? You got to continue to follow and obey God, though. Don't rebel against him. And the Lord will stay here with you and your king.
That's right.
All right, we're going to pause it there till next week.
Muslim, just us.
La Yashala.
Salute the scrolls. Men up here first.
Yahweh Shem Sabbath, yeah.
Yahweh Bashim Yahshabrak Yah.
Yahweh Shem Sabbath, yeah.
Muslim is to stand upon the slaughter. Upon Yakadam, we turn to face the east. We do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Quadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malawaka, Daba'ah, Ratazai, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazah, Kawat, Hayah, Bashamayim, Thalanau, Nakam, Cal, Yawam, Wasalaki now, Kabawati now, Kasalaki now, Kabawati now, Bala'ai, Tabayai now, Banasai one, Abal, Hawashai now, Mayan, Rad, Kaya, Laka, Malakwa, Waha'ala, Watapara, Nawalami,
Aman, in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be.
Like the power of the Hebrew,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Babu Kashah, Nathanael, Hakat, Lerapa'ah, Kal Makalah, will call Matawa, Hakat, that's a heart, Hamatazariah, Hakat, Lahaki, Hamati, Hakat, Al-Kawa, Tama'ala, the Garshan, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Hashem Yahushua, the Wad Arman in the English, Yahweh,
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the
The
power.
power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
Power to cleanse the
The
leper.
power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the
The
dead.
power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
Cast them
In
out.
the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Tell the best Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Correctly now.
Correctly now.
Wayashala.
Wayashala.
Wahabaya.
Wahabaya.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Wadaman.
While I'm on in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalms 21 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahahari.
Alahari.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Izari.
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 Ma'ai.
Ma'ai.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Ma'aratazah.
Ma'aratazah.
Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regog.
Regog.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamar.
Shamar.
Hanala'ah.
Hanala'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamar.
Shamar.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazar.
Tazar.
Al-Yah.
Al-Yah.
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashemat.
Hashemat.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yekayaka.
Yakayaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Belayala.
Belayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Nakarai.
Karai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Afnapasha.
Athnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'at.
Taza'atka.
Wawa'at.
Wawa'atka.
Ma'ita.
Ma'ita.
Wa'ai.
Wa'ai.
Awalam.
I will love in the English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hill.
I will lift up my eyes into the
From
hill.
which cometh my help.
From which cometh my help.
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
neither slumber nor
The
sleep.
Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all
The
evil.
Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going
and
out
thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth
This time forth
and even forevermore.
and forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Al-Damayah.
Al-Damayah.
Lekah.
Lakah.
All Thakarat.
All Thakarash.
All Tashakwat.
All Tashakwat.
All.
All
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Wabika.
Awabika.
Yahama.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amaka.
Al-Amaka.
Ya'arayam.
Ya'arayamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayada.
Wayata.
Ya'ai Tazawa.
Ya'ai Tazawa.
Al Tazapawaya.
Al Tazakawanyaka.
Marwa.
Amari.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Munakakidam.
Munakakidam.
Magaya.
Magaya.
Wala'a.
Wala'ai.
Yazakar.
Yasakar.
Sham Yasa'al.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Iwada.
Iwada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawai Tazawa.
Nawai Tazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakad.
Yakadwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Barya.
Barya.
Yakaranta.
Yakarathwa.
Ahoy.
Ahoy.
Adawan.
Adawan.
Wayasamai.
Wayashemai.
Alayam.
Alayam.
Nawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahakari.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palasha.
Palasha.
Amishabi.
Amishabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Aiman.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Zawawai.
Zerawai.
Banya.
Labanya.
Lawat.
Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamari.
Kamadia.
Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Sara'ah.
Sara'ah.
Kayabi.
Kayabi.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Koyashawan.
Kayashawan.
Nashamadu.
Nashamadu.
Bayan.
Bayan.
Ta'aru.
Ya'ira.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Daman.
Yaman.
La Adama.
La Adama.
Shayatham.
Sayathamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yatmur.
Layadmur.
Kaira.
Kaira.
Wakazabah.
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 Wakazalmanai.
Wakazalmanai.
Call Nasir Kumwa.
Call Nasir Kumwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amaru.
Amaru.
Nair Rashad.
Nair Rashad.
Lanawa.
Nalawa.
Ah.
Ah.
Na'awat.
Na'awat.
Alahayam.
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 Shayatham.
Sayathamwa.
Kagagala.
Kagala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Rawaka.
Rawaka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Dabaira.
Dabaira.
Ya'ira.
Ya'ira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Hariyan.
Ariyam.
Khan.
Khan,
Dawa Datma,
Dawadatma,
Basa Arika,
Basa Irika,
Baba Sub,
Wabasab,
Wapatka,
Wapatka,
Daba Halam,
Dabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'ai,
Panyahum,
Panyahum,
Kalawan,
Kalawan,
Wayat,
Wayat,
Bakwash,
Bakwash,
Shimka,
Shumka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabash,
Yabashwa,
Wayat,
Wayat,
Behold,
Behold,
Adiai,
Ayai,
Wayat,
Wayat,
Kapar,
Kapar,
Wayat,
Wayat,
Nabab,
Nabaswa,
Wayat,
Wayat,
Behold,
Behold,
Adiai,
Adiai,
Wayat,
Wayat,
Kapar,
Kapar,
Wayat,
Wayat,
Abadu,
Abadu,
Wayat,
Wayat,
Da'ira,
Da'ira,
Kayat,
Kayat,
Atha,
Atha,
Shimka,
Shumka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labad,
Abad,
Ayuwan,
Ayuwan,
Al,
Al,
Ka,
Kal,
Paratza.
Baratazah. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
They that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the
They
head.
have taken crafty
They
counsel
have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted
And consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off.
let us cut them
From
off.
being a nation,
Being a nation.
that the name of Israel
The name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
Tabernacles of Edom
and the Israelites
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarene,
and the Hagarene,
Gebal
Gabal
and Ammon
and Ammon
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with them.
Assyria is also joined with
They
them.
have hope in the children of light.
They hope in the children of light.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as to the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sarah,
as to Jabin,
at
at the brook of Kison,
the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their numbers like a red,
and like Zahel.
like Zahel.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all the princes,
and Sabah,
and Sabbath,
and Azamuna,
and Azamuna,
who said,
said,
let us take to
let
ourselves
us take to
the
ourselves
houses of Yahweh in possession.
the house of Yahweh possession.
Oh, my power,
Oh, my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as a stubble before the wind,
as a stubble before the wind,
as a fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy temper,
with thy temper,
and make them afraid
make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to
let
shame
them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imam Barak,
Yahweh, Shem Yahweh, Shabbat,
Yes, Matah, Sabbath service dismissed.